A warm welcome back to the Western Wilds on Farming Simulator 22 for episode 26 with me, MrSealyp. It's 3:43 in the afternoon, not quite early evening yet. I'm still in July. I know I said I would probably see you again in August, but I just wanted to show the bit I'm doing now. I did clear a load of trees. We'll go to here and that. So some of the trees that were there, if you remember, it kind of came round in a weird shape like that. So I cleared a load of trees there. All of the wood chip has gone over here to our cardboard and paper. I've produced a load of cardboard and paper, which I'll show you probably in the morning. So this is ready to go. I've limed it. If we go across there, we are limed. We are fertilised. It always does that the first time round when you know, because it had trees and stuff on it. So we're ready to seed. Now I've had an epiphany, an idea, something along those lines. My oats, which I was thinking I'm going to do the oats, and I've got the straw swath, which I want. I'm going to be using the straw. I had an idea for the oats. Now, I'm not sure if anyone's commented on this yet. Might have done. Yeah, got a plan. And also this one I said about putting barley in. I'm going to put soybean in because I've got another plan moving a little bit further forward, but obviously I won't be able to do that until this field's ready to harvest, so that's going to be a little bit further forward, but I'm going to do soybean. So I will have soybean in this. We've got sunflower going there. I've got a field of canola there which is now rolled. That's all good to go. That's growing. Yeah, I have a plan moving forward. So I'm going to open it out. I'm going to get this planted, going to get it rolled, and then I will see you in the morning. Now, like I said, what I'm going to do in the morning, all the potato and stuff will go over. I'm going to take my potato over to the biogas plant. I'll run that through for methane, but I'm not going to run the digestate through because financially we're okay at the moment. I've got enough money to buy more stuff. I'm going to buy another big tractor because I've found when I'm doing this, if I'm doing cultivating or I'm doing ploughing, and I want to seed at the same time, or because I've got big machinery, I need another big tractor. So I'm probably going to invest in another big tractor. I don't know which one to invest in yet. I've got enough money, I can pretty much buy whichever one I want. The other thing I was going to do, which I'm going to do now actually, because I'm leaving the trees here and the few that are left here, I need a new forestry spot. So if I need to do any more lumber, I've got plenty. Now, I was thinking 49 probably, because it's mostly forested. You've got that little corner there, that little corner there. So we're going to buy that. I'm also thinking it's going to be a big chunk of money, but I said about buying a six pack, and could I? Should I? And having a humongous, like absolutely monster field. Maybe that'll come later. Shall I buy it now? They're 80 grand a pop. We can afford to, can't we? Shall I do it? You know what? This will be in preparation for. Let's just say that. We've got our fields for our monster plot. Now the problem is, in my head, I'm already thinking, oh, I can get out there and mow that. And I will. I know I will. My mind's already, I can mow it. I can collect that all up. I can put it into my production. What's wrong with me? I could just leave it, but I know I won't. I know I'll get out there and I'll just get on with it. That's all right. So next time, Simi will be up to like, I don't know, what were we on before? 139, then 147 would be like 200 hours, isn't it? Oh dear. Anyway, so soybean going into this one. I'll get it rolled. There'll be a lot of soybean, and that's fine because I can sell some and I can use some in various different ways. Again, all will become clear moving forward. Like I say, August is going to be busy. Whether I'm going to get it all done in August, it might be August, September. We'll kind of roll forward with the various different jobs we've got to do, because we have got a few things we've got to do. And I'm still, in my head, I've still got, wow, loads of stuff I want to try out. And it's cool, because as new stuff comes out, as new stuff becomes available, you suddenly think, oh, hang on, I could do that as well, and that fits in nicely, and let's put that in. That's the beauty of it. It's one of those things that you could just roll forward and roll forward and roll forward. I'm a happy camper. Okay. So, completely new field created, limed, fertilised, now planted, seeded, sown. I know people I still get messages, people getting bent out of shape whenever I say that. You don't have to say all three, say the correct one. I'm using a planter that also does seeding. You can also refer to it as sowing. So, it kind of, any one of them will suffice, it's fine. You know what I mean and you know what I'm doing, so it's not the end of the world. Right. I will now, I think. See you in August. Busy, busy. Well, August has rolled round at last, and as predicted, it's going to be busy. Got a few things I want to talk about. Actually, before I do that, let's go down to there, turn that off, go back up to there. I'm up to, where are we? 160 hours played, because I did what I said I might, and I can't believe I did. But my mega field, I did cut all the grass. If we go into here, and we look at our farm supplies production and go across, we've now got 1.6 million litres of grass. Now that was up to 2 million, that's the capacity. I did fill it to 2 million, but look at the processes it's done. I've got over 800,000 litres of silage now, plus 108,000 sitting in the back of the wagon I'm in at the moment. So we've got all digestate and all sorts of other stuff from there. But my other storage, the Hessian one, that's got not far off 2 million litres in it as well. So we got a huge amount. As far as the fields go, like I say, as predicted, our oat field is ready to harvest. Our sugar beet is ready to harvest. Our potatoes are ready to harvest. And our grapes. Potatoes and grapes will be the next episode, because I'm going to work down in that area. We're going to put some stuff in there. We're going to get onto those. This episode, we're going to do the sugar beet. We're going to do the oats. I've got a plan. When I was talking about the barley and the wheat and the fact we can produce our seed, then something dawned on me, something I'd forgotten about. But on the way over, I'll show you a couple of things as well. Corn will be September, I think. It's on dark green, so it's probably going to be September that'll be ready. Our grass all here that I put in, that's all ready to cut. So if I wanted to do more grass, I can. And my cardboard and paper, I said earlier on that I had produced a fair bit. I have. That's all here. This is pretty well stocked up as well. So this all needs to be sold. The price of these was over 2,000 a pallet, and then it nosedived. Some of them were just under 900, some were just over 1,000. It wasn't great. So I'm going to wait for a better payout on those. But as far as this goes, 209. Oh, that was a point actually. Who was it messaging me? Someone said, did you know that if you go in and go to glue, you can buy it directly? You can't. It's not giving me any option to buy directly here. You can buy into the silos, which is what I did. and then transport it, but no, I can't work that, apparently. Anyway, empty pallets, we've got 40,000 litres in here. We've got over 1 million litres of wood chips, so I cut all those trees down in the last episode. Water 920 litres, so that's good to go at any point. So all of my processes, I'm kind of racking up everything. I got my second pallet of fabric. I did bring over a little bit of wool, so I've got my second pallet. Obviously I've got more wool to bring over. We'll get more fabric going out of there. All the processes I can run out of these whenever I'm ready to. Have we got an olive oil pallet? We have. I've got one errant plank pallet there, to move that. So, our first olive oil. My first olive oil of FS22. So my sunflower oil is an automatic. That's going over and being put into there. I just wanted to get at least one olive oil pallet. So what we'll do is go to there. Where's it gone again? Every single time we do this. It's here somewhere. There we go. So my olive oil now I will put to distributing as well. So that should go over to the food processing. I just wanted to get at least one pallet just to say, look mum, I made olive oil. Anyway, from here then. Now, I said about not selling all the methane, but what you got to bear in mind as well is now sugar beet's ready to harvest. I've already taken over, the tankers over there, or I haven't emptied it, of slurry from the cows. So I will have slurry, silage, potatoes, and sugar beet. I haven't done any sugar beet cut, because I think the process on sugar beet is better, but I could do some cut. We'll see how much we get. So I'll have all the processes running at the biogas plant, so we will have loads and loads and loads of methane. I've been looking at methane storage, and there really isn't very much. I looked at the modular biogas plant. There is a methane tank, but that's a selling point, so the methane goes into it. You get double for selling it, but like I said, I don't want to necessarily sell it at the moment. So what I've done from the other, there's a biomethane pack that I've got installed. I'm sure I've got it in the description. The small 20,000 litre tank that I put over by the gold production, I've put in, well, basically a methane farm. Loads and loads and loads of those storage tanks, because I couldn't find a large storage tank solution for methane. I did have a scour through if you found anything I think might work. So I've put all of these in. This is my methane storage farm. Hopefully, I think I've got about, it's 20,000 litres each, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600,000 litres worth of storage. Yes, it's at 20,000 litres each time, but it does mean, as this is producing, because unfortunately the storage for methane here at the biogas plant itself isn't huge. Let's disconnect that. We'll put silage in first. Now silage takes 180,000, I've only got 108 at the moment. While that's unloading, my slurry I bought over from the cows, so we can put that in. It's only 19,000 litres, but we can get that chugging away. This will stay up here because obviously we're going to be putting our, let's open that up. The methane that's being produced is going to go into those tanks. We're going to store as much of it as we can. If I hit 600,000 litres, which potentially, if I ran all that silage, I mean, like say 800,000 litres of silage, and that's still chugging away. I'm not going to have any problems with that for quite some time. Let's put the potatoes in as well, and then there'll be sugar beet to go in later on. Like I said, I've got an idea for the oats. So what I'm going to do is move the harvester over. The harvester I'll get going doing the oats. If it's the same as the wheat and the barley, we're going to get about 100 and, what did I get, 100? I can't remember, 180,000, 120,000, something like that. The oats are going to be used, because I haven't got horses, and it was the straw swath I wanted, and I just want to do a different crop. So we click on here now, you'll see, over here, we now have silage in there, slurry in there, manure in there, potatoes. We don't have sugar beet or sugar beet cut, but I'm sure if we come across to here, it's the sugar beet, 905 in, 926 of methane out, 809 of digestate. That one's 1010, the sugar beet cut, 721 methane 303 digestate. So I'm better off putting regular sugar beet. I don't know what the capacity is actually, we'll have to find out. We'll put sugar beet in. If we fill it, then I might cut some sugar beet and then I can have all the processes running. But as it stands at the moment, because we've got methane, 31,000 litres and 12,000 litres digestate, that's going to fill up really quickly. So I need to be kind of Johnny on the spot with emptying it. I've got so much other stuff to do at the moment. So for the time being, I'm going to fill it all up and then kind of leave it as it is. I'm not going to necessarily activate all that yet, because there's things I need to do. We need a sugar beet harvester. I'm going to lease. And I said about getting a new big tractor, and actually I've probably already given it away, haven't I, on the thumbnail? Probably. Knowing me. Yeah, it's interesting, I suppose, because a lot of the plants don't, because this has been done by Jim on this map, there's not a lot of the biogas plants produce methane that's separate, that you can transport around, that you can put into tankers that you can take. So this need to store methane. The modular biogas plant has got a load of, I mean, the biogas plants themselves have got storage, but you need to put down an entire biogas plant to have the big fermenting silos, and then there's the silo or the fermenter that changes digestate into electricity and methane, which you could always put down because we could have a load of digestate. At the moment I'm turning my digestate into fertilizer. My soybean field is growing, as we drove past it, but as is my canola field. So I will see you momentarily. I'm going to get the harvester out onto the oat field, and then I'm going to get my new tractor, and we're going to get a sugar beet harvester. Let's get the sugar beet done. I've noticed, because of how much stuff I've placed here, I'm getting a little bit of lag, tiny bit of frame rate drop when I go across here. I suppose I've got quite a lot of stuff going on in one very small area, haven't I? Anyway, let's move this over here because we'll unload into it. I move it out of the way, that way I've got room for the harvester, because it's got the wider header on it. Pop that there, lights off, go and grab the harvester, and then we'll go up, and I think I'm going to get the Vecna, if you know, if you're watching it. Oh, I have to say, Season 4, Stranger Things, wow. It may not be your thing, but I've absolutely loved all 4 series of that. What an amazing thing. Yeah, harvester. Everything's going great, guns. I'd say every episode, but all the processes I'm very happy with. This one, bottom right, like I say, I had about 2 million litres of grass in this because I ran out of storage in the other one. So what I decided to do was put the grass producing silage on again. So I might as well get that chugging away and have a load of silage in here as well. That way my total mix ration production. Now I can do total mix ration in this facility. If I put everything into it, as a production I can produce total mix ration. If we go onto here and we go down, you see we've got total mix ration recipes. So when I get the straw swath off the oat field, I might do that. But what I might do is, for the time being, turn silage production off, leave grass hay production on, so that any hay I use, I can put it back in at any point. I can just switch some of the options off and some on. I'm not going to do one with mineral feed. If I've got straw, I might as well use it, because then it makes the hay and the silage go further. And we can make total mix ration here automatically, as well as being able to do it into our mixer. So yeah, we've got multiple options here for our total mix ration and our productions. As far as solid fertiliser, we've got 178,000 litres of solid fertiliser in here, plus a load still in there, and now I've got all today's digestate to bring over, and yeah, so I'll say today, this month. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of prep work, and when you reach a point where it's all paying off, you can smile. You've done the legwork. Now it's time to reap the rewards. Right, I took that up. So I can get that chugging away. and then always over to the store. And we'll get our sugar beet harvester. Like I say, I'm not going to buy it, I'm just going to lease it. Am I going to do another field of sugar beet? Potentially. We'll see how much we get. I don't know how much we're going to get. It's always that thing with sugar beet. The field looks small, and then you get ludicrous amounts of sugar beet from it. And that'll probably be the same with the potatoes. But there's going to be some seedy behaviour going on. You'll see. It's probably something a lot of people already thought of, and it didn't even cross my mind. I was so focused on producing seed through that facility and the other seed production mod that I had, I overlooked something. So, right, let's go in there. Right, for fuel, yep. I have been trying to maintain my stuff as I go along. The scary thing as well is that fuel tank I've got over there, that 10,000 litre fuel tank that I paid to fill up quite some time ago now. That's almost empty. Almost used 10,000 litres of fuel on my vehicles. Some of the vehicles have got some serious hours on them now. I think my my forage harvester, which I used for collecting straw, grass swaths, and I've been doing, that's got like 6 and a bit hours on it now, and I haven't really used it for what it, well, I say what it's intended. Of course it's intended for those sort of things, but you know what I mean, it hasn't really been yeah, I need to be watchful. I think the pickup's on quite a few as well, the new pickup lanes. Right, let's spin around there and I'll set that off, and then we'll whiz up to the store. Let's get you going. Awesome. So I was way off. I was thinking of the potato harvester, the Ventor, not the Vecna. This is the... no, what was it called? Rexor. And behind it, the baked bean. The baked bean is back. We have gone very orange lately, haven't we? That was orange because it was always orange on Marwell Manor on FS19. The baked bean that came over from Felsbrunn. Blimey, that's a long time ago. A lot of people have been asking when we're going to see the baked bean. So we've got the class at 530 horsepower. This is 517. We're not up into the 600s yet. I was looking at a versatile maybe, but anyway, we've got sugar beet to do. Let's jump in. We've got the money, we can afford to. Well, I want to put that on. What do I want to do? Does it not adjust? It does. Turns to. Oh, there we go. So it turns to. I was pressing the buttons, nothing seems to happen. So, exciting times. Seems like such a long time all these things have taken to grow, and then all of a sudden, like I said last episode, August, everything's going to happen. I don't know whether to just go, when we do the mega field, I'm not sure when we're going to get around to the mega field, but when we do the mega field, that's probably going to be 2 or 3 episodes away now. I think, I don't know what to do in it. I'm not doing potatoes or sugar beet. I say I learned my lesson, really. I learnt my lesson when I was doing Stone Valley, of doing massive harvests on things. I suppose I could put corn in it. No. What's wrong with me? Or I could just do massive barley field, couldn't I? I've got tons and tons of straw, loads and loads of barley. Oh, sorghum. We haven't done sorghum, have we? We've got soybean in the ground. We could do a massive sorghum field. Yeah, we could, couldn't we? I think we might do that, you know. Right. We'll get this open when we get there. And we'll see how much sugar beet we get. And then once I've got the sugar beet over there, we'll see how much it takes to fill up the biogas plant. And then what I might do is I can work out that I could maybe split it in half and do half sugar beet cut. And what I'll probably use is I'll put it into... Actually, I've got the pallet storage, which I'm using as a silo. But what I might do is a separate sugar beet storage silo. That way, if I get one of the auger wagons, you know, there's the auger wagons that can that can cut sugar beet. Then we can tip it through. Yeah, I might do that. Where can I put that? Up by the chickens, maybe? There's going to be an Tana one. There's going to be a inexpensive option that we can look at, I think. Right, let's open this up while we're on the way. How's the oats going? I wasn't really paying attention. It's possible we've had a thing come up top right saying it's nearly full, but I'm not sure yet. Right, let's swing this in. Actually, what I think we'll do, let's move this out of the way. I'm going to respray the back on this now. We resprayed the actual pickup itself, but the back's looking really messy now. Is it worth going alongside it? It's quite a lot. The other ones, I'm sure I only did 3 or 4 runs and they were full. Oh, mind you, these end ones, they smaller plots. Were they like 75 grand, not 80 or 85? So I might not get as much as I thought. But it'll still be alright for what I need. So I'm getting sidetracked. Oh, that's my head in. I've said it's a fairly, even though I know I said before when I was doing it, it's I said, oh, it's a slow unload. And I said, well, to be fair, it's just like when it's full, it's 29,000 litres. It isn't the fastest unload, but then it doesn't matter because I just love the harvesting. Right, let's stop there, leave that, so get on with it. Actually what I'll do, put this down the other end of the field. Then we'll get a load of straw off this. So what I'll do is put all of this straw into that production sort of hayloft building. And then some of that can be straw silage and some of it can go towards making Topics ration in that silo as well. So we should get a fair bit off this as well. Alright, let's put that. Should give that enough room to turn around. Let's get our sugar beeting done. Excellent. Did anyone see, if you haven't seen it, if you don't follow Alien Jim, if you don't follow his YouTube channel, he put up a video the other day of a rock crawling course, and he did it in a tractor. And I thought with the Santana mods and the Willys Jeep mod, which by the way we are going to get to at some point, it would. I think everyone commented and said, please release this as a map or whatever. And I straight away, I think I commented and I said, it makes, when I did 6 Ashes and I did the Land Rover trialling episode, it made that look pathetic. Because it was, I mean, proper rock crawling. I know it's not farming, I know, but still cool. So, what was I doing? Oh, I know. We could just put it up there actually. We're going to be right by the field. Let's get a few strips for turning, otherwise I might have a few issues. I mean, they often turn over the crops anyway. So, a new Rexall. Wales, you know. Like I said, it's always difficult to judge, isn't it? It's not a massive field, but sugar beet yields quite well. Right, we'll do a run up and back and see how it gets on. Right, we're going to hire another worker, which means we've got 2 workers on the go. We're going to need another place for our workers, aren't we? We've only got one at the moment. I haven't had multiple fields ready to harvest yet. This is the first time this has happened. Right, let's hire a worker. I love everything working. That's brilliant. Whoa, what in there? Oh, is it the sheep pens? So that maybe we're too close to the sheep. So what I was thinking was here, if I've got my 2 sheep pen, the chickens are there, so we've got this kind of gap. So what I'm thinking then is one of, we go with actually that one's only, that's 11,000. I'm sure there's the where is it? I used it quite a lot on Calmsden. Yeah, that one there, the trailer farm building, 5 grand, 5 millilitres. Well, there's these ones for 30 grand. I'm going to go with one of those. Put it up here, and that can be our sugar beet silo for the time being. And then if we are going to do sugar beet cut, we can always then put one of the auger trailers underneath it that does the sugar beet cutting, and it can unload through it, cut, and then we can put it back in, because I think it stores both. Yeah, why not? We'll give that a go as well. Do a little bit more landscaping to allow for wherever the tracks are likely to go. Generally speaking, what I've been doing is as I drive around and I start using whichever buildings I put in, I kind of look at the route I take round, and then when I'm doing that, obviously that's the route that ends up being there. Right, how's that going with turning round? Do I need to do a couple of strips of this end? I probably will when we get to that telegraph pole. Can you go right to the end? Side kit. It's the other end when things are going to get a little more interesting, I suppose, because I'm not sure if I've left enough space. We have just hit our fill limit, 45,000 litres. That's not too bad considering what we've done, 4 or 5 strips. I've done a bit across the top either end. So what we'll do now, we'll do pipe out. Seeing as we're right close to it, makes sense, doesn't it? What I might do is just redo it again, repurpose it and do this as sugar beet again. There we go. That can go into storage there. And then what we'll do is once we've finished the entire field, we know how much we've got, then I can decide, we'll take a load, we'll take a load to the biogas plant, we'll fill it up. If it only takes like 100,000 litres or 50,000, or it might take hundreds of thousands of litres, I don't know. If it takes hundreds of thousands of litres, we'll see what we've got, we'll put all of it sugar beet standard. If not, if it only takes a small amount, then we'll cut some. I think that's what we'll do. Just done unload on the harvester. Also brought the baked bean over. Oh, missed a little strip there, look. Yeah, I might do it actually. I think we might just repurpose it. We'll fertilise it, cultivate it. Actually, do I need to? Yeah, I didn't mulch. I completely forgot to mulch when I did the barley field. So I must forget to mulch. Yeah, I've missed a strip down the side there. There's a few right there. It's not a huge amount, but I might as well Might as well get it all in. I mean, all the other option is, which might be a little bit more bonkers, is more of a kind of crop rotation thing. Because this field's fairly small. What I might do, I don't know, what I might do is put where the oats are, put sugar beet in that one. Could do, couldn't I? I don't know how far we're going to progress with it, whether we'll get on to another round of harvests. There are some harvests, like say sorghum I haven't even put in the ground yet, so on that massive field we'll do a mega sorghum harvest. That can now crack on again. It's not going to be long till our oat field's done actually. We've got about 41,000 litres in the trailer. 7,000, we might only end up with about 50 or 60,000 litres, but that's, again, like I say, I haven't got horses. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Oh no, that's what I was going to do with the oats, wasn't I? No! I might split it. I'll split it half and half. It was going to go to the cereal factory, wasn't it? Because I need it for making cereal. Of course I do. What was I thinking? Let's go to here. That one there. Are we up or down? Can't remember whereabouts it is now. That's our olives. They're all, that's going absolutely fine, the olive production. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I forgot about that. That's what I put oats in the ground for originally, wasn't it? So I can do cereal at some point. I've got the honey on the go. We've got corn. We're doing grapes for the raisins. Oats, that's what it was for. I was thinking to myself, we've got a free crop here, but it's not technically. Well, we'll be able to do some. If I do get about 60,000 litres and I split it, 30-30, 30,000 litres, we'll still be able to make some cereal with that, so that's not a problem. Okay. Hazy morning, you can tell it's going to be a hot day. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the UK here next week. I think I might melt. Apparently, like I've said this so many times before, it depends where you are in the world and where you're from and what sort of temperatures you're used to. We're not. Apparently we're going to be up in high 80s again next week, I think. Possibly 90s, 35s, 36s, yeah, it's going to be past 90, isn't it? It's going to be fun, isn't it? How many times next week when I'm making videos am I going to forget to turn the fan off, do you reckon? And there'll be the noise like I'm in a wind tunnel. I reckon quite a lot. Tell you what, wasn't a bad guess, was it? 60,585 litres. Got a bit of a straw swath there in amongst our cotton. Not a problem. I've done the second unload of our sugar beet harvesters. We've got 90,000 litres in the silo. I reckon we're going to be looking at 220, 230,000 litres maybe. Something like that. Maybe 200. Something along those lines. Now, I'm going to split this. So 30,000 litres into my silo over here. Actually, I don't have to put this into the other one over there, you know, along with the sugar beet. It might be easier to access. You know what, I'm going to do that. I'll have a bit of a think. So, my plan then. Off the back of the fact that I was thinking wheat and barley, and I want to be more self-sufficient, so I want to do more of my own seed. And I had that seed production facility that did barley and wheat. And in this one we got wheat, barley or corn seeds. And obviously I've got some wheat left, which I'm using for the chickens. I've got about 80,000 litres of barley left, which I might use some of that as well to produce seed. And so far we've got, where's our seed? 37,000 litres of seed sitting here, which is great. But what I forgot about was in the AGI pack, there's the AGI Storm FX seed treatment auger. and you get a pallet of seed treatment liquid, and it does pretty much anything. So I thought, oh yeah, oats, forgetting that I'd already allocated some, but that's not a problem. So what we'll do, we'll unload and try and get close to 30. That will do. So this is going to go over to the cereal factory towards making cereal. What I have done is brought over the baked bean, and I've got the Storm AGI. So if you've got the AGI pack, seed treatment. Now I think it works with, I'm pretty sure when I tested it, it works with oats and sorghum and pretty much everything. And there's only a few things that it didn't work with. I need to grab my telehandler because I've also bought over a couple of pallets of the treatment. Now I'm assuming, oh no, hang on a minute, this might not work. We'll see. I had to fiddle around last time to get this to work properly. Wasn't from this silo, but I might have to tilt it or tip it or something. I do like this tractor. So, what should happen? Oh, how did I put some in? Oh, it must have automatically filled up when I got it over at the store. I had the 2 pallets, then I got this, and it's filled itself up. Okay, well, that's not too much of a problem. Let's raise that up. Okay, let me raise it down, lower it down. Is it not going to go onto there? There we go. So I need to try and make sure I'm under it, which is going to be about there, isn't it? We're about to see, I guess. Right, so we need to turn it. Oh, it's not going to fill. That's why I should have done it from the other one. I need something under those back wheels. I decided, you know what, if I'm going to use it for seed production, like when I do that massive sorghum harvest or anything like that, why not? I might as well have it like this. Just needed to raise up a little bit. I can move it out of the way, I can still unload and load and whatever I need to into here. So what should happen now is, we start the engine on that, we should start filling, it should give us the option, and we want to go with... not all of that, come on. Wheat, barley, oat, there we go. Start. That fills that. Because we've got the seed treatment, you see the fluid down the bottom, or the liquid is going down. And now, what's coming out is treated, well, oats, now into seed. You might not have watched when I did the mod review on it, but that's what it does. And you can do loads of different crop types with it as well. So we can do seed production like this now. So I'll let that chug away until we've used the 30,000 litres. I am now toying. Do I bring over a little bit of the barley as well? I might do a bit of the barley. I've got 80,000 litres. I've got plenty to do chicken feed and stuff as well. I think I might bring a bit of the barley over. We'll put that in 2 and I'll get that going. I've done a third load of sugar beet. And now working on, I assume, the 4th. Assume the 4th. Or have I done 4 and that's the 5th? No, I'm sure I've done 3 and that's the 4th. What I want to do before I finish, what I wanted to do before I finished was 1, oat harvest, 2, sugar beet harvest, 3, make some seed. Oh yeah, we need to take sugar beet over, don't we? We need so much we've got to take sugar beet over to the biogas plant and check that out. And then what I'll probably do is grab the new baked bean and we will... shall I? Yeah, I'm going to grab the... I'll start getting the straw swaths off of the oat fields. Then I've got more prep work off screen to do, but that's not a problem. Right, barley. We've got 87,000 litres. What did I go with? 40? I'll split this in half as well, I think. Let's go for it. And then we'll have a ton of seed on hand. do. There's the treatment. As you can see, I didn't even notice the first strip of the treatment stuff has gone. When I bought them both, it was obviously right next to it, and it just took it off the pallet. So I need to take that seed treatment over to there. So when I do any more seed treatment, it's always over there, and I can just grab whatever vehicle I want my telehandler to do it. Has that completed that bit already? It's not the full 30,000, but let's tip that in. Now, this, when it did the conversion, when it did the seed treat, it seemed to give you more seed than product you'd put in. So that combined will be about 70,000 litres. I'm curious to see what we are going to actually end up with. So now we want to do the oats still. I've managed to bring over more of the seed treatment liquid as well. And our harvester is almost full, I think, for the 4th time. Have we got much left? Don't know if we're going to quite make it to 200,000 litres, but we'll soon jump in. Oh, that was good timing, wasn't it? This I should be able to unload. The other side. This field will need to be ploughed because it's had sugar beet in it, but the oat one shouldn't need to be. Lots of processes being completed today. Oh, I haven't done my gold. I haven't delivered any gold today. That's terrible. Let's get on with that. I've got 3 pallets sitting there, and then I've got about 10 or 11,000 litres. Oh, it's right at the top. Yeah, of pallets to then spawn. So let's get that done too. I might do that off camera then. Normally I do my monthly deliveries. All I've done today was potato. Like I say, I'm kind of... Well, I said I only did potato. I did silage as well. Didn't have a bit of... Oops. Sorry. Well, I've just lost my leasing deposit. I think I took over. Slurry. Slurry was the other thing, wasn't it? So we'll get a little bit more. Not huge amounts. We'll get today's wool over to the spinnery. Get that processing. It's not doing as much as I thought it would. I'll tell you what though, that's ploughing through the seed treatment way more than I thought it would. Right, I'm going to go and get the telehandler and some seed treatment. Right, I'm going to get the oats and the barley transformed into seed. I've got some seed stored in here, haven't I? How much have I got in here, did I say? 37,000 litres, so yeah, we'll have a load of seed available. I haven't bought any of the digestate from there or from the biogas plant over for today. So we need to get that over and get that processing. Yeah, lots to be getting on with. Next, seed treat. I bought it over with the green telehandler because it was close to the store, but then it doesn't really gain you anything because then once I delivered here I had to take it way back to where it was, which is over by the gold. I suppose it's pretty much... Oh no, it wasn't over by the gold, was it? It was over by the cardboard and paper production, that's why I used it. But then I've taken it all the way back over to the gold and then forgot to do the gold, so... These pallets aren't cheap to buy, but they do go a really long way. Where are the bottles going from? Oh, the bottom row. That's helpful. Okay, right. Let's move it out of the way. How we're looking so far. See what I mean? I had 30,000. What? That's even more than it was before. I had 30,000 litres of oats, didn't I? There's 24,000 litres of seed there. And 21 there. That gives me 45,000 litres in total so far, but I only put 30 in. It's a good ratio. We'll take that. That's better than any of the other productions I've had for doing seed. I can't believe I forgot all about it as well. Right, last little bit of sugar beet, then we'll get the sugar beet over to the biogas plant, see how much it takes to fill that up. And that might be, I'm trying to think, it might be really 20. I'm supposed to be off to my daughter's this afternoon. Bearing in mind it's now 12:48. I'm not going to get a chance to edit this, am I? This may not come out till Monday. I've just moved the seed bits out of the way just for a second. The last of the sugar beet is in. If my calculations are correct, we should be literally just over 200,000. I mean, right on the nose, I reckon. I think I probably should have put this further over or backed in. Ramp's going to be in the way. Oh no, we're all right. Let's back up. What's it going to tell me? 203,650. So what I'm going to do is fill this trailer. This is set to 108 capacity. I haven't got it on Unreal. I've got it on 108. I will take that over to the biogas plant, see how much the biogas plant takes. If it takes more than that, we'll come back and get more. If it takes less than that, we'll bring the rest back here. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do sugar beet cut or not. That may be the next episode. It will hinge very much on how much the biogas plant will take. So I have to say, had a really productive episode. I would say profitable. We haven't really made any money, but there's plenty to be made. But productive, very productive episode. Plenty done. And I need to get the trailer over to sort the gold out. I'll take the pickup, grab the trailer, we'll get the gold sorted. Like I say, that's going to be off camera. Probably off camera, yeah. Let's see what this says, shall we? Leave that open. I'll see you over there in a minute. The moment of truth for sugar beets. Go this side. Whoa, that flipped over. That sounds good. Got a tidy bit of manure there from the cows. Obviously they've got the milk from them. I've moved the slurry over, but haven't touched the milk yet. I'm going to let them carry on going. I think also, whether it be the next episode or whatever, I keep saying about putting more sheep in. I'm definitely going to put some more cows in. I'm going to go and get some more cows. And maybe another 20 or maybe another 40. Whoa, that's not liking turning today. No, that's really not. Okay, let's see. I think it might be the same as potatoes, about 70,000, is it? Something like that. I think it's only the silage that's a bit higher. Yep. I think the processing speed's quite quick on this as well. So, the only thing missing on there is sugar beet cut. When you think we just started off with silage, and then we were adding potatoes. Was it potatoes first, then silage, whichever one it was. Let's get that on, that on, that on, and that on. And see how quickly our methane goes up. We'll allow our digestate. Because the sugar beet processes at 2,400, as does the silage. So those two are pretty fast. Potatoes is very, hang on, no. Potatoes is very fast too. It's the manure that's slower. That's only 24. So yeah, this should absolutely honk through this. The slurry is at 24 as well, so the slurry will be a bit slower. So if I can keep topping the slurry up every now and again, the slurry and the manure will be a constant kind of chugging away. The others will be a bit more monster by the look of it. So when I hit 50,000 litres on the methane, I can take my first full load and I can split it and start putting it into the storage along here. And just kind of see how we go from there, really. It's got becoming quite a vast empire. I'm sure somebody will. Someone will. There'll be one. The problem is not all of the silos, even the multifruit ones, say what they take. I have tried a few on my test map. I tried a few different ones out. Ones that I thought would, ones that I thought might. I tried the grain quid, the MrSealyp one, thinking, okay, not many of them do methane. Most of them are liquids. I know it's like LPG kind of in a way, but it's, yeah, they don't want to know. Right, methane just on 50,000. Right, so I think with that we'll call it an episode. Yeah, I've got so much more. To be fair, August is probably going to be split into about 3 or 4 episodes now because we've got so much to do. But I'll see you on the next one. Like I said, very productive, very happy with what we got done. New tractor, new silo, we've done sugar beet, we've got oats, we're producing a load of seed, way more than we put in. Currently my trailer's sitting at 44,000 litres and I've got another 16,000 litres of oats to put through, and then the barley for only 30,000 put in. So yeah, I mean it's crazy, but it's crazy in a good way, kind of. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're still enjoying it. If you are, and if you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.